I guess I should say I'm 41 years old, and I am in the best shape of my life at this point. My husband worked in the car business, so it was pretty much 6 days a week, 7:30 in the morning to 9:30 at night. So that left all the home stuff, all the kids stuff, both sports. Amazing how many pieces you can split yourself into to go in so many different directions. Now that being said, the only way for me to get through my day was very highly caffeinated. So enter Thrive. I had seen someone post about it on Facebook, as everybody had. And I think the post went something like, what's the best supplement out there? 3, 2, 1, go. And I see Thrive, something. And at the time I thought, no, there's no one thing that works for everyone. And this was someone I was a little bit closer with. And I reached out to him and asked him, okay, so what's the story with this stuff? And he said, do you have a few minutes? 45 minutes later, he had finished telling me about the best 18 days of his life. And the next day he came out to my gym and brought some samples and explained, free to be a customer, free to be a promoter, which stood out to me because I had been a part of some things where I became a promoter so I could get the discount, but there was always the back office fee or the website fee or whatever annual fee. The next morning I got up, I took one capsule, 20 to 30 minutes, drank my lifestyle mix, and then put on my DFT and went about my day. And I went to the gym. All things were normal. I wasn't jittery. I wasn't shaky. I wasn't sweating uncontrollably because of the caffeine. And lunchtime came around. And normally as I would be getting ready to take a nap, I'm thinking, man, I really need to get laid down. I've only got, and this is ridiculous, I've only got 2 hours before the boys get home. And for me, that really wasn't enough to get through my day. So the next thing I notice is I'm in doing another load of laundry. And I'm like looking at the clock. I've only got an hour and a half. I really need to lay down. And I go in and I'm picking up the kids' rooms and I'm making beds. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got an hour. I have to lay down now. And I sat down on the couch and I looked around my living room. And for the first time I can ever remember in my life, I literally twiddled my thumbs because I didn't know what to do with myself. 18 months later, I can say it has truly gotten better. I did have what we call an aha moment around day 10. I remember just looking up and thinking, wow, this is so much more than just a vitamin supplement, because this is changing how I interact with my kids. And this is changing the version of me that they get. And I'm never gonna go a day without it if this is the case, because they're a lot happier just getting to hang out and have this version of me. And that was 18 months ago. And I know we've been challenged at different times to stop taking your Thrive for 4 days. I'm sorry, Paul, I won't do it. It's not gonna happen because I don't ever wanna go back to that version of me. I've gotten to chase some goals that I've had since I was a little kid. And it's been an amazing journey because with Thrive, not only am I feeding my body properly, I'm giving my entire life the nutrition that it needed. As far as what's happened between me and my spouse, we have been able to now live a life that we never even dreamed of. And when I say that, I mean, honestly, the highest hope we ever had was for him to have a job that had Saturdays and Sundays off, so that maybe we could have a weekend off together, because he worked 6 days a week always for 13 years. And now we get to spend every day together. And we get to be there for every baseball game, every baseball practice, every baseball lesson, every after-school event. And we get to go to the gym together in the mornings. We get to go on these trips together. And it's far more than we ever dreamed of. If this is just the beginning, I can't even fathom what's to come, because this is pretty amazing.